everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Priscilla. Today I want to do a review of my Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 Bandouliere in the Damier bin, and I kind of wanted to give you guys also like my take on the whole pre-love business and just some tips and things that I've learned from buying pre-love. So if you're interested, and I know there's a bunch of reviews and stuff on this bag, but every time that I am doing some research on a bag and looking for a bag, I don't just look at one review. I look at tons and tons of different videos. So if this helps someone out there, then I've done my job. So if you want to see a review of this and some tips and tricks, go ahead and keep watching. So this measures 11, 8, and then 6. And the retail price for this is $13.90 plus tax. That's in the US. I bought mine off of fashionfile.com last year in October of 2016. And I paid $1,075. No taxes, no shipping, nothing like that. So this bag features the double zipper right here. And then when you open it up, of course, it has the interior pocket with the D-ring in here. The new bags actually have a zipper, which is really, really cute. So I kind of want one. I'm just kidding, I don't. I need to stop my addiction right there. But yeah, it has that. And of course, the main thing is the bandouliere. To be honest, I really love the monogram print, but I find that with this one, it's just more carefree. I don't have to worry about taking it out in the rain. This poor bag has really been through hell with me. I'm sorry, but it really has. I've taken it through the rain, through the snow, through the heat, and it still looks like it's in great condition. I've taken it to the beach, and it's really awesome the way that these bags hold up. It's very versatile. You can carry it on your shoulder, you can carry it crossbody, you can carry a top handle, and every single look is completely different, so it's a win-win. Also, I love the size. I know a lot of people went with the 25 for this one, but for me, I like bigger bags, and so I really like this size for me, for my frame. I did have the Speedy 25 in the bandouliere and the monogram print, and one of the things that I didn't like about that bag was one, the color transfer, because I would always wear it crossbody, so I had color transfer all the time, and that was getting on my nerves, so I ended up selling it. But also the mouth of the bag, it was kind of hard to get in and out, especially if you have bigger items like an agenda. It was kind of hard to just, I mean, it's not a big deal like that. These are first world problems. There's crazier things going on in the world, but it was just kind of like a hassle sometimes. So I really like this size. Also, this one did get color transfer, but as you can see, you really can't tell, and it's really cool because I just got one of those wet wipes and wipe it right off, and it's on the towel, and it's on the wipe actually. Okay, so I'm gonna go through some of the wear and tear that I've noticed on this bag. Okay, so first of all, one of the things that I noticed, and I'll put it right here, it's this right here. I don't know if you can see that, but they look like air bubbles, like just coming down right here. I don't know what that is, but it has it on this side. On the other side of the bag, it doesn't have it at all. Not at all. This side looks great. This one, not so much. So that was one of the things that I noticed recently. It doesn't bother me that much, but I'm kind of worried that it's gonna get worse. So I don't know, I might probably take it to see if they can do anything about it, if I can pay to get it repaired or something like that. Another thing that I noticed, and I noticed this because Jerusha Couture pointed it out, and I think it was from her Speedy 25 bandouliere as well. So you guys might wanna look out for that. The zipper pull here, there's like a big gap right there. And so I never really noticed it until she talked about it. And again, it doesn't really bother me, but I just have it in the back of my mind of, is it gonna get worse? I mean, if it stayed like this, I wouldn't really care, but I'm kind of worried about it. Is it gonna get worse over time? Should I take it in? So maybe I'll just take it in one of these days and see what they tell me for, you know, to repair both things. Another thing too, that not on this bag, but on my other one that was newer, I noticed that this was kind of like folding in. And so I don't know if that's like a wear and tear thing or if that's a defect, but my other Speedy had it where it was just like folding in really weird. This one doesn't have it yet, okay, knock on wood, but that's one of the things that I noticed with my other bag. Okay, since I did buy this bag pre-loved, I figured I would give you guys a few tips when buying pre-loved. First of all, tip number one is do your research. Look at the retail value for the bag. I know that now pre-loved is very popular now. So before, I used to find a lot of these pieces and they were very inexpensive. Now, because it's so popular, they're harder to find at a good price. So do your research, find out how much are you really saving. Are you really saving that much or are you not? I feel like pre-loved is kind of like a hit or miss thing. You're either gonna get the deal or you're not, in my opinion. Tip number two, read the description. Look at the pictures, look at everything, inspect everything. Even when you get it, make sure that you inspect it. If there is something that you do not like, that you're iffy about, send it back. Send it back. Don't have that doubt in your mind because you are paying a lot for these pieces. So if there's anything that's a deal breaker for you, like for me, for instance, for me, odors, they just don't do it for me. Whether it's a perfume odor, a smoke, it smells like smoke, or a musty odor, anything like that for me, I don't like it and I don't want it. Be aware that when you're buying pre-loved, you might not get a box, you might not get, you know, original receipts, you may not get the dust bag from the Louis Vuitton, you might get like a fashion file one or wherever it is that you're buying from, or not one at all. So just be aware of that, and if that bothers you, if you want a box, because we pay so much for these items that sometimes, you know what, we do want that box, we do want that dust bag. Tip number four, and this is something that I really look at, is their return policy. Do they stand behind their products? So, you know, do you have 30 days to return it? What's the return policy on them? Because sometimes you get stuff delivered and sometimes it's not what you were looking for. So make sure that, you know, if you're iffy about it, that you can return it. I know that Fashion File does have a 30-day return policy, and I also know that they have this thing called like with the tag. If you take off the tag, then you own the bag, and so don't take off that tag if you're unsure. They also give you a free return label, so if you decide that you don't want to keep the bag, then, you know, the shipping is of no cost to you. So that's a really good thing that I like about them. Be patient. When you are buying pre-loved, just know that you may not find something in a week, 2 weeks, a month. You have to be patient because, like I said, it's a hit or miss. And if you really want to find like a great find, you have to wait to find whatever it is that you're looking for. And sometimes people get it and sometimes, you know, the price isn't right. So it is a waiting game. You are gonna have to log on and be researching and see, okay, is it still there? Just keep in mind that when it comes to pre-loved and you wanna get a great deal and a great bag, you have to be patient. Patience is key. Fashion File also has this thing with like price drops. So if the item doesn't sell with like a certain amount of days, they'll drop the price 10%. If it doesn't sell within that time frame, it'll drop another 10%. If it doesn't sell, it'll drop one more time. And then once it hits like the 30%, then they have this thing called last call, where they drop the price down like every day. And so, I mean, again, it's risky to do that if it's an item that you really want, because you're risking, you know, the lower the price goes, the lower the price goes, the more people want it. So you're kind of risking, you know, giving up the item that you want, or losing the item that you want to another person. But I mean, sometimes you find great deals that way. Alrighty, so that concludes my review and my tips for buying pre-loved. If you have any questions, please let me know. Leave them down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to consider subscribing, that would be awesome as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.